Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode for the new Skyrim series, Skyrim the Hunter. So let me introduce you to our main character here, who's already kind of decked out in some cool looking armor that I just couldn't pass up. This is Ko, and next to him is his trusty companion, Max. Now, as I did in the last Skyrim series, I'm going to quickly go over the backstory for our character of Ko. So, the story goes that Ko was found wandering off in the woods near Cyrodiil by an Imperial man named Janix. And when Janix came across Ko, he asked him where he came from, where his parents were, or anything that he could help, or that he could tell Janix to help him find his people. And Ko said that he had just recently woken up in these woods and had no memory of what happened before then, and his memory never came back. For a little while, Janix did try to search for Ko's parents, but he never found anybody to take claim of this young cub, and so, instead of leaving this cub out to die in the wilds, Janix took him as his own, because he had no family, he had no kids, no wife, not anything. He was just a simple hunter who lived out in, near the woods near Cyrodiil, or in the woods near Cyrodiil. And from a young age, Janix passed on to Ko these skills of hunting game, of being able to survive out in the wilds without any help from, civilization, so that if Ko needed to, he could live on his own out in the wilds and totally be self-sufficient. Now, eventually, these lessons in hunting and surviving out in the wilds took a little turn, and one day Janix took Ko out in the wilds, and he took him to this clearing where there was a man tied up to a tree. It was at this point that Janix explained to Ko that he was actually part of an organization called the Dark Brotherhood, and that he has been part of this organization for years and years, and that this man in front of him was a criminal that he was assigned to take out. But instead of Janix taking him out, he wanted to see if Ko had what it takes, if he had the heart, or if he had the will to slay another living person. Because at this point he had only slew game, animals, things to survive. Never an actual person. And Ko was a little reluctant at first, but Janix again explained to him that this was a criminal, that this man had done evil deeds. And Ko took his bow, nodded his head. Janix then cut the bindings off of the man and let him run into the forest. And shortly after there, a couple hours later, Ko came back to the hut where Janix and him lived with a ear of the man, showing that he had in fact killed him. Now, this obviously shook Ko up a little bit, but Janix was very proud of Ko at that point, because he showed him that he had what it took inside to become maybe another member of the Dark Brotherhood. And then shortly after that, more lessons were taught to Ko, more of how to stalk human prey or humanoid prey as opposed to game, how to make your way through, urban environments without anybody noticing you, going in and out without a trace. And, a few years went by, and Ko just became better and better until eventually he was able to, or Janix thought he was ready to be inducted into the Dark Brotherhood formally. Unfortunately, the Thalmor took notice, or finally found Janix, because he had taken a few contracts in the past to kill important Thalmor figures, and they had been hunting them down, which is something he didn't know. But they finally did catch up to him out in the forest outside of Cyrodiil, and they did manage to kill Janix, but Ko managed to get away and fled to Skyrim. Now, before he did flee, he did grab his father's armor, which is what he is wearing now. At least that's what I'm saying he's wearing now. This armor set actually comes from, I believe the mod's called Arisen. If you go to the Nexus website, it's like the second highest rated mod for armor. You all probably have seen it. It's a kick-ass armor that's totally customizable. You can make different hoods, different capes. This is the one that I went with. It's kind of actually hard to see because the sun is setting, but yeah. So anyway, to continue on with Ko's backstory. So Ko fled up towards Skyrim, and with his father dead, he was going to go and look for the home base of the Dark Brotherhood. Janix had only said that it was in Skyrim somewhere, but he never was specific about the exact location. So with his father dead, or his adoptive father, Ko came up here to try and find the Dark Brotherhood, them being the closest thing to family that he has left. So in search for the Dark Brotherhood, he signed on with the Khajiit caravan as just a simple caravan guard, and for a few months has traveled around Skyrim, which is why we have some of these sites unlocked. He had visited a lot of the major cities at, well, not Windhelm apparently, but went down to Riften too. So in his time as a caravan guard, he has visited a lot of the major cities of Skyrim, but so far he has not located the Dark Brotherhood. And then recently, with the Stormcloak Rebellion, he decided that it was time that he shrug off his role as a caravan guard and then resume his role as a, let's say, an assassin or killer in training. Along the way, as a caravan guard, he met this wounded saber-tooth tiger, and instead of killing him, he nursed him back to health, and this saber-tooth has been following him ever since, and has been a very trusty and dependable companion for the past few months in his, with his time in Skyrim. And that is the backstory for Ko. He is he's only level 4 at the moment. I'm going to say he's a skilled hunter and killer, but as a level 4 person, he's not too skilled. But again, he is just an assassin in training. So his goal is to find the Dark Brotherhood. Now, before this recording, this is actually a little bit more into it. We are in Windhelm, or sorry, not Windhelm, Whiterun, because we were north of here. No, wait, I'm sorry, south of here. My apologies. Ko was south of here when he saw a dragon attack Helgen, and then after that, the blood kind of boiled in his veins. He was very eager. His adrenaline was pumping because he had hunted game, he had hunted humanoids, but this was a dragon. This is like the thing that hunters want to kill. And when he saw that thing fly over Helgen and destroy it, he set it upon himself that he knew that he had to slay that dragon, or at least a dragon, preferably that one. So his journey then took him down to Riverwood, and he managed to he mentioned to the people of Riverwood that a dragon did in fact attack Helgen, and they asked if he could then relay that message to the Jarl of Whiterun. So he agreed, only because he thought that maybe the Jarl of Whiterun, who lives in a castle called Dragon's Reach, would perhaps know a little bit about the dragons and maybe where he could find one to hunt it down. Now, the reason why I have these different altars and dragon areas unlocked is because to get the armor that I'm wearing, I had to actually go around to an area here, 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 and then somewhere down here, right there, to actually collect the armor. So I had to go around and do that. To do that, all I did was just fly, basically, just to do that really quick. So that's why I have those sites unlocked. I'm not going to fast travel there, though. I'd actually walk there if I want to go there. So yeah, that is the current backstory of Ko and Max there. So now we are going to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun and kind of get this whole storyline started, because he wants to hunt a dragon, because it's kind of his natural instincts as a hunter to hunt the biggest game. Also, what I did was basically just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like the Reader's Digest version of what I just did. I didn't want to... My brain's working faster than my mouth. I was going to start in Helgen and loot the burnt corpse, because I did an alternative start, and when you do that, you have to go to Helgen, loot a burnt corpse, and you have to go into the Helgen's cave, then you have to go into Riverwood. But I decided that since I did that in the last series, I was just going to skip all of that this time, so I hope no one minds that I did actually skip that part, and we're just going to get to the Jarl here. So I do apologize if someone wanted to see that, but really not much happens. Because it's kind of hard to decide where to start this series, because I've kind of done almost everything in the past 2 Skyrim series. But, I feel this is as good as anything. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. I have the Frostfall mod installed. I apologize. So this is going to be my first time with the Frostfall mod ever. I've never used this. This is the Survival Camping Hypothermia mod. I hope this doesn't kill me, but I have noticed that there is a bar on the right there that shows us how warm I am. The bar above the compass shows you your current exposure. I believe the bluer it is, the colder you are. So if you hover around a fire, you should see this bar start filling up on the right. There we go. So you're getting warmer. So yeah, this Frostfall stuff is totally new to me, and...
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
Where'd that sword come from? Huh. I have news... Oh, also, I did practice a Khajiit voice for this because I wanted to try and be in character whenever I talk, but I could not replicate the Khajiit voice to a point where I thought it would be acceptable. It would just be... It was bad. It was just so bad. I cannot speak like a Khajiit, so I'm just going to speak in my normal voice as the character. I do apologize. I tried, but I can't do the Khajiit. I'm sorry. Alright, so I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
That explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Speaking of swords, we got our father's swords. Oh, that's our father's bow. Hold on. Here's our father's sword. So, we are going to be a dual wielder slash thief slash archer, hopefully focusing more on archery and maybe delve into a little bit of poisons and stuff. These swords look so cool, man. Look at that. That's so cool. Anyway. That sword's pretty cool too. Nice, Jarl.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
Ysmir Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
How do you know about my talents?
Let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
You know, interesting enough, this is probably going to be, I think, my first time not hitting that borrow before I came to see the Jarl. Or did I do that in the last series? I don't think I did. I think I always hit the borrow, get the dragon tablet, and then see the Jarl. So this is the first time I'm going to be sent back there. Interesting. Come on, Max. Oh, also the cool thing about Max. Sorry, I keep reminding myself about things I wanted to talk about at the beginning of this video, is that Max, as you level up, according to the Nexus page, Max, the saber-toothed tiger, will actually grow in size, which I think is awesome. Because we're like raising him from a cub, and eventually as we grow in levels and time passes, then he is supposedly supposed to grow up as well, which is cool.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
If this will help me find this dragon, I'm willing to do it. Where am I going and what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Is there anything you can tell me about this Bleak Falls?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
And how do you know the stone tablet is in Bleak Falls?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources.
yeah, I know who
reliable
the sources
sources.
are. Ko doesn't know who the source is, but I do. We all do. Okay. I think that's all we'll ask about of you.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
So why I'm doing this whole Jarl dragon quest at the very beginning is because I want to be able to hunt dragons as soon as possible. So we kind of need to get this part of the main storyline started. I know, it's Bleak Falls Barrow. I know. We've all been there millions of times. But again, it's hard to start this third series because, you know, I've really covered a lot in the other two series. I've done all the DLCs. I've covered, as far as I know, most of the bigger new lands like Moonpath to Elsewhere, Falskar I covered in the first series. Maybe I'll go back to Falskar again. So, you know, it's just hard to decide where to go with the series. So I'm just going to kind of let my heart guide me, I guess. Is this going to warm me up?
Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Alright, I feel completely warm. Okay. So I was going to look up the Frostfall stuff, because there's a whole help section for Frostfall in this, but it said that you should just play the game, and that whenever something happens that revolves around Frostfall, that a menu will pop up and tell you what you need to do. So I'm just going to do that. So we're going to fast travel here to Riverwood. Look at the beautiful night sky. Oh, in case you're wondering, if you do install the Sabretooth mod, which is an animal companion section in the Nexus, it's like the third line down, so I don't know, like the 15th mod or something, you actually find him right up here. Right here. And then you just talk to him, and then he joins you. So let me stay close to this fire. Which is so weird that I have to be close to fire to warm myself up. Well, obviously it makes sense, but, you know, something I never had to do in Skyrim. Do I have to actually eat? I probably have to eat, don't I? Well, I don't have any ingredients right now, so... Alright, so they said that the locals will tell us where it is. I'm gonna just be like, hey, maybe I should go to this Riverwood trader. Maybe because there's another quest in here
Well,
revolving
one of us has
the,
to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this.
Shh, Max.
Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Did something happen?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I don't know if my guy would actually say that, but that's the only option we have, so...
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Northeast of town. Thank you.
Now you don't have to go, do you?
Now, if we wait around there, she obviously shows us the way, but I'm not going to wait for that. Alright. So as far as my character's alignment, he's not exactly evil. He's not exactly good either. He's just kind of here to prove that he can do anything he puts his mind to, really. And, you know, by snagging a dragon, he's going to kind of show the world, and also, hopefully, the Dark Brotherhood, if they hear about it, that he is worthy of being inducted into their organization. Where's Max on that? Oh, wow, he's way back there. Come on, Max. Also, again, I am using the Skyrim mod, so combat and everything has been changed. The Khajiit, I believe, have a movement bonus, and also, since I'm in light armor, I'm not going to really be that slow. There we go, I'm trying to get the bow out. And as you can see in the top there, the exposure, I'm assuming that's bad. Again, I'm really new to this Frostfall stuff. A light snow begins to fall. Oh. Alright, so I'm hoping to be very sneaky and do a lot of sneak attack damage. Oh! Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Is Max still coming up here? Jeez. The laziest saber-tooth ever. Aw, they got to die together. Take my arrow back, thank you very much. Take a lockpick. I did also activate the Thief Stone, just so you know that. Let's check out this tower. Probably going to be spending a lot of time in stealth because I want to level this up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get him, Max. Did I just sneak attack Max? Sorry about that, Max. I'm sorry. Max cannot die. It said that in the mod page that no matter what happens, he can't die, which I'm totally okay with because unlike my previous... Oh, you know what? Cloaks? With the Frostfall mod, I think cloaks actually do help you stay warm. I don't know if this one would or not, but that may be a good idea to pick it up. So yeah, so I do not plan on rolling with a lot of companions. Hopefully it's just going to be me and Max. That's it. Don't really care about either of these. Alright, let's level up. And we want... I think Wayfarer is going to be pretty important for the Frostfall stuff too. Yeah, campfires burn 20% longer, while in the wilds you move 5% faster. So this is actually going to be pretty good. And would also fit our character since he was raised to survive in the wilds too, according to the backstory that I made for him. But for right now, is there anything else I can level up here? No. Light weaponry. We're going to want to do this. So I'm trying to think what my main skill is going to be. It's going to be light, well, that's like primary marksmanship, secondary light. Then we'll have light armor, sneak, wayfarer, fingersmith. I don't think I'm going to mess around too much with the spells, or smithing or enchanting. So yeah, we're going to be basically focusing in this area. Because we have not done anything with these different paths before in the previous two series that I did, so I thought this would be the best. Gosh, it runs so fast. I'm so used to the heavy armor that I was wearing in my other stuff. Oh, I feel chilly. Oh no, look at my bar. Right, the cloak. The cloak. Oh, also, I need to... You may have saw a lot of items here. I had to give myself a lot of crafting items to actually get this armor. I need to drop all that stuff, like the dragon scales. I needed hawk fin, no, human flesh, that, the ingots, the leather. I think that's it. Okay. So yeah, cloak. Cloak. Provides resistance to exposure and rain. Okay. And also, when I was locating this armor, there was another armor set that makes you totally invisible when you're stealthing. I was like, no, that's too OP. I had to drop that one. And we're most likely, I may make some changes later, craft some more changes, but probably going to be sticking with this armor set throughout this entire playthrough since it's his father's. It's pretty dear to him. Not that he's a very emotional Khajiit, but... Oh, yeah! Get him, Max! Yeah! Good boy. And I think the heavier looking cloaks that actually have like fur on them help you more. Or maybe they don't. Maybe I'm just crazy. Alright, let's get inside. Oh, wow, that goes really high. Is someone there? Is someone there killing all of us? Nope. Nope, don't worry about it. Oh, yes, fire. Yes, warm yourself, my friend. This armor looks so cool. Okay, so when that bar fills up blue, I imagine that's when things go bad. Interesting. It's gonna suck being around Winterhold. Is that how cold it is up there? Not that I'm planning on going there soon. You know what? I should probably locate a lockpicking mod of some sort. Not one that necessarily just automatically opens them all, but maybe just something that does it a little differently. Because I would be doing lockpicking. Alright, so if bandits are here, it makes sense that there's more further on. So we shall sneak. Excellent. I'm completely warm. I'm trying to play this as a character and trying to distance what I actually know from the game from the character. That's why I quickly went into sneak mode, because seeing that dude, he wouldn't just run in there like, oh, you check for more people. So yeah, I do try to keep it kind of roleplay-y-ish. Alright, so we need the snake. Yeah. For the puzzles, though, I'm not even going to roleplay that, because we all know these. Don't need that. As far as weapons go, I'm probably also going to stick with his father's weapons and bow. So we're not going to be seeing much changes in the way of what we're wearing and stuff. Here we go. What the what? Yeah, get him, Max. Now, if you think it may be kind of overpowered that Max can't die, it also says that his health is really a lot lower than other companions. He has a high attack damage, but his health is really low. And he does do the whole kind of when they go on their knees. So when his health is up to 10%, he will go on his knees and be out of the fight for the rest of it. So, you know, he's not just going to be this infinite tank that absorbs all the damage. He will fall, and then it will be up to me to do the rest. I guess I'm kind of like playing kind of like a hunter in World of Warcraft. Oh, yep, right.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
Oh boy, Max! Max!
Get it away from me!
Ah! I need you, buddy.
Get it away from me!
See, like, Max is already out. Although he is blocking the door. Way to go, Max. Even when you're down, you're helping me. Die, spider! Yes! Thank you, Max. Now, I will be messing around with poisons, hopefully, so I will take that.
Get me out of here! You! Over here! You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Sweet breath of Arcade, thank you. It's coming loose. I can feel it.
The claw.
You fool.
Fool, huh, am I? I was debating on if to kill him on his way down or to wait for him to call us a fool. Oh, you're in the way there, buddy. Max. Okay, and we don't need his journal because I already know how it works. Like I said, like the puzzles and Dragon Doors, I'm not gonna roleplay those. I just don't think that would be interesting. Are we still warm? Imagine we would be since we're indoors. Yeah, I don't see the bar popping up. Now, what my character wouldn't know is that there are Draugr in this. Now he knows. What? I missed? So I just gotta kind of look around and... like, what the hell? Woo! Oh. Good, Max. The dead should stay dead. Aw, my arrow. Now does Max activate? Oh, that's not cool. I do have the follower trap safety mod, but I guess Max isn't covered by that. That's not good. Wait a minute. I can't fire at it. It didn't move. Code doesn't know that that's alive. Wouldn't know that he's been detected either. Oh boy. Any more? I'm gonna be a natural Legolas here. Yeah! I don't really want their old arrows. You know what I didn't do? I have not increased the difficulty. It's on adept. Let's bring it up to expert. I'm not gonna go super insane, but let's try expert. Especially since we're doing so much damage with sneak attacks. Ah! It's safe, Max. Oops. Alright, still killed it in one hit. Get him, Max. Oh boy, Max is down. Max is down. Repeat, Max is down. Max is back. Woo. So with the dual wielding style, I really don't have any kind of defensive maneuvers here. I'm not sneaky enough. Good boy. Also, with Frostfall, I think I want to try and stay out of water as long as possible. Take that. Yeah. Oh yeah, level up. Jeez. Just kind of getting caught up with the bow here. Power draw. You can draw a longbow for 3 seconds in total for a damage boost of 15%. Yep. And that unlocked. While wielding a longbow, you gain a damage bonus against faraway targets. 10% for a range of at least 40, 20 for at least range 70, and 30 for a range of at least 100. And then there's the point blank. But with short bows. Okay. You know what? What is... I'm hoping this is a longbow weapon. I mean, it looks like a longbow to me. That doesn't really look like a short bow. So... okay. Alright, yeah. Not the bees. Be quiet, Max. Shh. Oh man, it didn't even kill him. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, I have not played with a bow for a long time. That's pretty satisfying. Yari, huh? I'm also not playing with the Tundra Defense mod, and actually a lot of mods that I had installed in the last one, because I'm hoping that will mean that this game's going to be a lot more stable than my other series were. So hopefully we don't have a lot of crashes. You know what? I think I am going to end this episode here. So thanks for watching this first episode for the new Skyrim series. Apologies that it took a little while to start a new series up. I know I was talking about that at the end of my last one, which was now a few weeks ago. But here it is. It's back. And hopefully hopefully this will be a long and enjoyable one as Ko and Max. I'm really looking forward to it. This kind of playstyle is something I haven't really experienced much with. And this armor just looks so badass. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Take care.